All right, just for the record, I catch myself doing some of these things that I'm about to talk about every now and then. So I totally understand and I'm qualified to talk about it. However, I do have enough self-awareness to sort of recognize when I'm acting like an old man. So in an effort to make sure you look and act as good as you possibly can while maintaining that youthful edge without crossing the try-hard line, let's talk about several things that you might be doing that are making you look older than you actually are. A lot of you guys know that I live a very active social life and I meet new people virtually all the time of all ages. And when I meet older guys around my age who look and act older than they actually are, there are a few consistencies that I see with most all of these guys. So let's talk about it. Okay, let's start with outdated clothing styles. So jeans with butt bling and rhinestones on the back pockets, that's something that I still see quite often today, but that style went out of style like 15 years ago. It just isn't, it's not one of those like timeless classics that will always be relevant or always be in style. And in fact, it's far from relevant today. But look, I just want to be very clear here that you can wear whatever the heck you want. It doesn't matter to me. And if you're happy and comfortable, then go for it. But if you want to look as good as possible for as long as possible, I would scrap those jeans for something like this. Classic, tailored fit, dark wash denim. Now this shouldn't be overly baggy and they shouldn't be overly tight. If you're a trim guy, you can get away with wearing something a little more slim fit, but if you're a bigger guy, look for either like a straight fit or one of those athletic taper fits that gives you more room through the hips and through the thighs, but still tapers nicely down to your feet that gives you a modern silhouette. Oh boy, now then we have those sort of cheap looking, overly flashy button-up shirts with those contrasting cuffs. So this is like one of those Saturday night party shirts that you see a lot of older guys still wearing. So these give you that instant old man try hard look. Again, if you like that style, keep doing what you want to do. But if you want an outside opinion, it's making you look older than you actually are. You can look just as good and send the same message without having to shout it to the world with all of that pattern. But if you like pattern, maybe try to tone it down and go for maybe some small dots or some small check patterns. Or just go with solid colors that look more stylish. Like think James Bond. And if you do go with dark solids, the benefit is they'll make you look slimmer. Because look, truth be told, all that big crazy pattern is making you look bigger than you actually are. Now the next thing is making you look older than you actually are is not giving skincare the credit it actually deserves. And look, as a 55-year-old guy, sure, I've got some age on my face, but I don't have nearly the amount of lines and wrinkles that most other guys my age have. Now, is this just good Italian DNA, or is it because I've been using skincare products like almost every day for about the last 7 or 8 years? I use Tiege Hanley Skincare, and it's simply because their products work for me and I believe in everything that they do. It doesn't matter how old you are. So look, do yourself a favor. There's going to be a link down below in the description that's going to save you some money, 40% to be exact. And if you go through that link, you'll get 40% off your purchase plus a free gift. So as someone who knows most of their products, my advice is if you're just getting started, start with the level 1 system. You'll get the daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, a morning moisturizer, and a nighttime moisturizer. But if you want to sort of level up and get the same stuff that I use every day, get the level 3 kit. It comes with all of those items I just mentioned, plus a really good anti-aging super serum and an eye solution to help minimize those wrinkles around your eyes. And look, full disclosure, because I feel like I need to say this, I've been spending my own money on their products every single month since they opened for business about 7 years ago. And right now, they're offering a 40% off deal for your first box, plus a free gift. And then, once you're a member, you'll get 20% off for life. And also, look, you get to choose that free gift. You can either choose this cool body scrubber that you just use in the shower with your body wash, or this premium 4-piece nail grooming kit. And the beauty is, it's super simple because you can pause, cancel, or customize all those items that you want at any time. So again, I would recommend to get started right now and be on your way to having better looking skin. Go check that link down below and get started today. Thank you, Tiege Hanley, for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. All right, now let's talk about your shoes. So these are the two main things that I see most often, and that's simply outdated styles and also the wrong shoe type for the occasion. So here's the thing with outdated styles. There's about a 90% chance that some shoes that you've had in your closet for like the last 20 years are outdated and need to be replaced, especially if they look like this. Square toes are gonna date you fast. I totally get it though, right? Square toes were super cool back in the day, but right now, unfortunately, they're just making you look dated and somewhat irrelevant and out of touch. I also understand the need for comfortable shoes because I know I'm gonna hear from some of you guys that need arch support. You don't have to sacrifice style to have comfort. So maybe you just need to shop around a little bit more or go with orthotic inserts because you have more options than wearing ugly, outdated shoes. You really do. And the other thing is wearing the wrong shoe choice for the occasion. Here's an example. If you are wearing, say, shiny black dress shoes with maybe a medium or light wash pair of jeans, that's the wrong shoe choice. A less formal brown shoe works a heck of a lot better because shiny black is just way too formal to go with denim. And unfortunately, once again, it's just making you look outdated. And listen, I don't mean to be the one to bear all this bad news. I'm just being honest with you, man to man. I could probably talk about shoe choices like this a ton more. So if you wouldn't mind, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you'd like me to make a whole dedicated video talking about proper shoes for different occasions. Let me know and I'll make it happen. All right, come on now. This is a big one and it's one that I see a lot of and it has to do with your gray hair and grooming in general. First things first, if you have hair, congratulations. And if it happens to be gray, embrace that shit because dyeing your hair cheaply with that drugstore box dye makes you look older because everyone can tell that you dyed it. Again, I'm just being honest. Now, if you do have gray hair, here's a secret that I've been doing for the past several years. Purple shampoo. So wash your hair with purple shampoo about maybe 2 to 3 times per week and let it sit in your hair as you do the rest of your shower business and then rinse it out. Now, it doesn't turn your hair purple, I promise, but over time, it cancels out that yellow brassy tint that a lot of gray hair tends to have. And after like a couple uses, your hair ends up looking a lot more silver. You're welcome. And with grooming, I mean, listen, you look at yourself in the mirror every single day. So maybe take another 20 seconds and just give yourself kind of a once-over close-up. Take care of those visible nose hairs and those ear hairs. And if you've never trimmed your eyebrows, chances are they need to be knocked down a little bit because look, if you can comb your eyebrows into your eyeballs, your eyebrows are just too long. And if you need help with that, next time you're at the barbershop or getting your hair cut, just have them trim it down for you. Otherwise, if you've got like a grooming tool, put on one of those longer guards and just take some of the length out. All right, this next one, now this is one that I catch myself doing every now and then, and it's having that old man attitude. You know what I'm talking about, right? You resist change and you resist new ideas and new technology. And look, I totally get it because my my entire work calendar is an old school day planner just like this, 2024. I just don't want to download some new fancy program that's going to just keep my calendar on it. This is what I know and this is what works for me. But on the flip side, I mean, my calendar choice is one thing, but if you hear yourself start talking about like the good old days and saying things like, back in my day, we used to do XYZ and we never had a problem, that's that old man attitude. And I know you know what I'm talking about. It's hard, right? Because if you are around my age, you've been through stuff. You were raised differently than kids are being raised today. You've got knowledge and you have experience and you have some damn good ideas in your head. But also, humbly, understand that times do in fact change. Technology is moving faster than ever right now, and there's a lot of really cool things happening that you might actually enjoy if you're able to open up your mind and just try to accept some new things. But again, I totally get it. And look, before you guys take off, if you could do me a quick favor and hit that like button to help the YouTube algorithm show this video to more guys that might want to see it, I would really appreciate that. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing if you're not already. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.